Hello friends, welcome to the session on PHP programming. In this session, we'll be discussing about how to set the PHP environment. In this session, we will discuss what we mean by the programming in the PHP language. In this session, we will see that what are the different features that are available with the PHP. Also, we will see how to set up the environment for executing the scripts written in the PHP. Friends, as you know that you are viewing this session on my YouTube channel, and do subscribe to the channel so that you can watch many other educational videos on the various topics of the subjects of electronics and computer science. So let us start the session with the question what we mean by PHP. So friends, you know that there are many types of programming languages available. Some of the languages are conventional high-level programming languages, such as C, C++, Java, and some of the languages are being used as the scripting languages. PHP is a recursive acronym of Hypertext Preprocessor. So this is a scripting language, and this scripting language is being called as a server-side scripting language. So PHP is a server-side scripting language. It means that whatever the scripts that are written in the PHP are not executed on the client machine, but instead they are executed on the server machine. So whenever our local computer through the internet is connected to the server, then the scripts are executed on the server machine, and then the response is sent to the local machine or client machine. So server-side scripting is a technique in which the programs or script are executed on the server machine and they are not executed on the client machine. So it will produce a response to the client or user, and the response to the client or user will be customized. That is, each user will get a different part of response. Therefore, we can say that the response to the client or user is customized. PHP has initially been started as an open source project, but later on, many people found that this application is very useful, or this environment is very useful, and therefore it was released. So the first version of the PHP was introduced in 1994 by Rasmus Ledroff. PHP is free, so anybody can use it. It is an open source project, and therefore it is free. So it can be downloaded from its website. So we can go to the site such as www.php.net, from where you can download it on your computer system. Syntax of the PHP is very simple, and it is like to that of C programming language. So if you are already familiar with the C programming language, then you will find that learning PHP or writing script in the PHP is more easier. The advantage of the PHP script is that it can run on any operating platform. So there is no restriction of the operating platform. On any type of operating platform, the PHP script can be executed. So let us understand some more features of the PHP. PHP is being integrated with the large number of popular databases. So for example, it is possible that we can create a database by using MySQL or PostgreSQL or Oracle, Sybase, or Microsoft SQL Server. So all such popular databases can be used along with PHP. PHP also supports a large number of protocols. So PHP is quite flexible as far as the communication is concerned. It is possible that we can encrypt the data with the PHP. So you can say that PHP is more secure. Using PHP, it is possible that you can restrict the user to access some of the pages of the websites. So when you create a website and if you want certain pages not to be accessed by the user, then that type of the restriction can be created by using PHP. As I told you, PHP is like a C programming language, and therefore it is very easy to learn. It is very simple. It is also efficient. It is secure and it is flexible. So PHP is being used whenever we want to manage any dynamic content. So whenever you want to create a dynamic web page where you want user to enter some data or you want user to respond, then in such a case, you can make the use of the PHP. It is possible that you can create the databases, you can keep track of the sessions, or also commercially, if you want to develop any e-commerce website, then that can be done by using PHP. So now let us go for writing the first PHP script. How to write the first PHP script. Now, whenever you want to write the PHP code or PHP script, then that is needed to be included within certain tags. Those tags are the special markup tags, and those tags are recognized by the PHP parser or interpreter. So there are three ways of writing the PHP code. In the first way, you can make the use of the tags such as less than symbol, question mark, PHP, and then you can write the PHP code over here, and then you can close it by using the greater than symbol. Another way of writing it is that you can make the use of the symbol less than question mark, then you can write the PHP code, and then you can close it by using the symbol question mark and greater than symbol. Another way of writing the PHP script is by making the use of the tags such as less than symbol, script language is equal to in the double apostrophe PHP, then close greater than symbol. Then you can write here the PHP code, and then you have to end the script by making the use of the symbols less than / the word script followed by the greater than symbol. So these are the three ways. By making the use of any one of these ways, you can write the PHP script. So the most popular, you can say, the type of the writing PHP code is the second one, where we can make the use of less than question mark followed by the PHP code, and then again the question mark and greater than symbol. Now we will write our first PHP code, and this is the simplest form of the PHP code, where we will display the word hello world. Now, as I told you, normally we include the PHP code within our HTML document or within our HTML code. Suppose this is our HTML code, and the title of the code is hello world, and in the body we will include the PHP code. So whenever we want to include the PHP code, I will make the use of one of the way of writing the PHP. So I will make this way of writing the PHP, that is less than question mark PHP, and then I will write only one statement, that is echo, and then I will put a string hello world, and then I will close it, and then I will end to the body of the HTML code, and we will end to the HTML code itself. Now, whenever you create such file, you can create such file by using any text editor. And when you create such file, then that file must be saved with .php extension. So you can give any suitable name, and then you can make the use of the .php extension, so that it will be recognized as a PHP code. And when this file is being executed in the web browser, then you will find that the word or the text such as hello world will be displayed on the screen. But it is not possible to execute your PHP code unless and until you have set the appropriate PHP environment on your computer system. So let us understand how to set the PHP environment. Now here we will suppose that you are using a Windows-based PC or a laptop. And if you are using a Windows-based PC or a laptop, then you need to follow the steps so that you can set the PHP environment on your PC. Now one has to know that without PHP environment, it is not possible to execute any PHP script. So the first step is that you can go on the Google search engine, and then you can search for XAMPP installer to install the Apache distribution containing the MariaDB, PHP, and Perl. XAMPP is the most popular PHP development environment. So this environment need to be installed on your computer system. So when you Google it, then you will find that such type of the screen will appear on the screen, where you will understand that this is a link for this XAMPP environment, and which can be downloaded from this link. So in this word XAMPP, X will stand for the cross-platform, A stands for Apache, M stands for MariaDB, P stands for PHP, and P stands for Perl. So this is an open source package, and this package can be easily installed. Now you can select XAMPP for Windows because there are different versions available for different platforms. So you have to select it for Windows, and then you have to click for the download. So there are different download options available. You have to select the appropriate one for Windows, and then you have to click for the download. Once you download it, then you can save the XAMPP Windows on your computer, and you can just double click it so that it can be executed or it can be run. And then you have to select the appropriate directory on the C drive, and then you have to follow the instructions in order to install XAMPP. On the C drive, you will find that XAMPP folder is being created, and in the start button of the Windows, you will find that the XAMPP control panel is being available. Now you have to select the Apache module, and you have to click on the start button. Now you are ready to execute your first PHP program. So there are certain steps in order to execute the first PHP program. So in the first step, you have to type the PHP script that we have mentioned earlier by using any text editor. So you can use the text editor such as Notepad, or you can use any popular text editor such as Sublime Text. So once you type the program, then you will find that the content will be displayed as shown in this window. And then you have to create a folder of your name, such as PBK or PBK programs, on the C drive under XAMPP in the hot docs. And once you create, then you can store this program into the hot docs. So you have to save your file. Once you save the file, you have to save with the .php extension. Say, for example, the file name can be php1.php. Now you can go to the web browser, such as Google Chrome, and then you can type http://localhost/pbk or pbk programs, whatever is the name given in the URL bar. So the index of the PBK will be displayed, where you will see that your file php1.php will be displayed. So as shown in this window, one can easily observe that the first file that is being created will be shown. Now you can click on the php1.php and we will observe that the browser will execute the file and the message hello world will be displayed on the screen. So once you double click it, then it will be executed in the browser and the message will be displayed on the screen. So thank you friends for viewing the session. Hopefully you understood how to set up the PHP environment and how to execute your first PHP script. Thank you all.